what they do is, what the gas companies, here's their technique, okay? First of all, you have to understand that if the pipeline is below a certain diameter, shorter than a certain length, and lower than a certain PSI, and I believe it's Kim, is it 120 PSI, 125, something around?
125.
125. If the pipeline is below these certain parameters, it is, listen very carefully, it is completely invisible to the state of New York.
You're wrong.
It is completely invisible. And here's what I'll tell you.
It's 124.
Hold on, because I have this right from Jim Austin from the Public Service Commission.
You're wrong.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you what I know is truth. Hold on, and let me say what it is. Hold on. Let me. There's going to be Q&A, questions and answers afterwards. I was there. Let me relate to you what I know.
I talk to Jim Austin every day.
Okay, so here's the deal, okay? So what they do is they over-engineer these pipelines. They design the pipelines to, they say they get it in at 125 PSI, shorter than this, smaller than this. But they over-engineer it. They over-engineer it for maybe 300 PSI or 400 PSI. So they started out small to escape the regulatory visibility of both the Public Service Commission, which Public Service Commission regulates pipelines, and the PSC, help me out, the PSC regulates another aspect of it, but they both oversee, or the DEC. There's two regulatory agencies, and if they design it to this certain specification, it escapes visibility. So they want to get this eminent domain, they want to get public utility status, so they can get eminent domain, and then the whole thing is just going to be like a network of arteries that are going to branch out from there. So we have it on pretty good authority. What they do is they come into these little rural areas and just try to sneak this thing through. So it is very important. If you want to stop this activity, there's like several things. You have to pass, as Chip Northrup mentioned, you have to get on your local town boards, and you have to pass land use ordinances. You also have to pass road use ordinances. And the other thing is, you have to fight, anytime you hear the word eminent domain, that's basically taking away your property rights. So that you should be very informed about that. Okay, so a large part of this hydrofracking problem is the water. So we happen to have with us tonight an expert on water issues. Brett Jennings knows water not only from the sewage treatment side, but also he knows a lot about this whole area. I mean, a very large area from Johnson City down into PA. I've talked to him, he really understands water. He has, let's see, his credentials are, he's counselor on the Great Bend Bureau. He's director of the Halstead Great Bend Joint Sewer Authority. Susquehanna County Stormwater Advisory Committee, and what's the other council, Brett?
Susquehanna County Council of Government.
Council of Government. So he sits on a lot of boards. This guy knows water, so I want you to please give a warm welcome to Brett Jennings.